Before we begin, who here might know some examples of biotechnology that they've experienced in their own life? In 2004, Molly Lesher wrote in The Seeds of Change that biotechnology was born almost 150 years ago in the monastery garden of Gregor Mendel, who bred and crossbred pea plants to create new combinations of height, color, and shape. Since then, fields of biotechnology have diversified into bioinformatics, which addresses biological problems using computational techniques and makes their rapid organization as well as analysis of biological data possible. It's also referred to as computational biology and plays a key role in functional genomics, structural genomics, and proteomics. Blue technology describes the marine and aquatic applications of biotechnology, although its use is relatively rare. Green technology applies to agricultural processes, including GMOs and transgenic species, and will possibly produce more environmentally friendly solutions than traditional industrial agriculture will. A good example of a GMO is BT corn, as you can see from the reading, and that is an engineered plant to express a pesticide without having to apply pesticide artificially. Another form of biotechnology is red biotechnology, which applies to medical processes. It goes to the designing of organisms to produce antibiotics, the engineering of genetic cures through genetic manipulation, and creating different pharmaceuticals and vaccines and things of that sort. Another form, the fourth form, is white biology, in which biotechnology in an industrial process. It's also known as industrial biotechnology, and it goes through the process of designing an organism to produce a specific chemical. And they use enzymes to produce valuable chemicals or destroy hazardous polluting chemicals, and it requires a lot less resources than traditional industrial practices in manufacturing goods, and provides an insight into possibly more sustainable development in biotechnology and in the industry. GMOs stand for genetically modified crops, and especially in agriculture, a genetically modified crop or biotech crop is a plant that's used in agriculture in which the DNA has been modified through genetic engineering techniques. Among these are cisgenic and transgenic plants. A transgenic plant is a plant that's been engineered for scientific research to create new characteristics in plant and develop new crops. The first genetically modified plant was a tobacco plant, which was modified in 1982 by Michael W. Bevan, Richard B. Flavel, and Mary Dell Chilton. What they did was they infected tobacco with agrobacterium transformed with an antibiotic-resistant gene that helped the tobacco grow stronger and resist a lot of pesticides and things that would hurt the crop. Can anybody give me an example of GMO crop that they know of, be it a food crop or a non-food crop? To continue GMOs in agriculture, they're the introduction of a new trait to the plant which does not occur naturally in the species. They allow food crop resistance to certain pests, certain diseases, or environmental conditions. They reduce spoilage and even increase the resistance of chemical treatments like herbicide, or improve the nutrient profile of the crop. Non-food crop productions include pharmaceutical agents, biofuels, and other industrial goods. A few fast facts about GMOs in agriculture. In 2014, 94% of the planted area of soybeans, 96% of cotton, and 93% of corn in the U.S. was genetically modified varieties. Between 1996 and 2013, land cultivated with GMO crops increased by over 100%, from 4,200,000 acres to 432 million acres. 10% of the world's croplands were planted with GMO crops in 2010. In 2013, approximately 18 million farmers grew 54% of worldwide genetically modified crops in developing countries. That's some pretty interesting stuff.